Hello, fifth graders, welcome back. This is Chapter 3, Lesson 1 of the Ecosystem Restoration Unit. For this lesson, we will be skipping Activity 3, so let's go ahead and get started. Natural Resources Rescue sent us a report for our Costa Rican Rainforest Restoration Project. The image on the left shows our project area, and the image on the right shows a healthy rainforest. Take a moment and analyze these two images. What do you notice? What is similar and what is different? Natural Resources Rescue collected this new weather data from the project area and from a healthy part of the rainforest for 1 month. Let's look carefully at the new weather data. So if you look at our table, we have our project area and our healthy rainforest. It's going to tell us about the number of sunny days, total rainfall, and the carbon dioxide in the air. In our project area, there's 23 sunny days, 182 millimeters or 7.1 inches of total rainfall, and a normal level of carbon dioxide in the air. In the healthy rainforest, there was 24 sunny days, 179 millimeters or 7 inches of total rainfall, and a normal carbon dioxide level in the air. So what I want you to do now is to answer this question. What does the data show? To answer this question, you can write the answer in your Chapter 3, Lesson 1 activity packet in a notebook. You can talk about the answer with someone near you, or you can think about the answer in your head. Go ahead, pause the video, and answer this question now. Earlier in Chapter 2, we looked at the weather data for 1 week. So remember, the table we just looked at was for 1 month. This table is for 1 week. How are the reports for 1 week and 1 month similar, and how are they different? To answer this question, you can write the answer in your Chapter 3, Lesson 1 activity packet in a notebook. You can talk about the answer with someone near you, or you can think about the answer in your head. Once again, pause the video and answer this question now. The old data led us to believe that the trees didn't have enough water. Based on this new data for a whole month, what new ideas do you have about the Cecropia trees in that project area? I'm thinking that there is enough water. Based on the table, there's only a 0.1 inch or a 3 millimeter difference of total rainfall, which is not that much. According to the new data, are there any big differences between the project area and the healthy rainforest? What do you think? Scientists may get new data after they think they understand something or after making a claim. They may have to revise their ideas. A scientist working for Natural Resources Rescue made observations of the soil in the project area and the healthy rainforest ecosystem. She sent us her observations. Let's take a look. On the left are the observations that the scientists made of the soil from a healthy rainforest and from the project area. So if we look, we see soil A, and this is from the healthy rainforest. The color is dark brown, kind of like the color of chocolate. The texture is fine-grained and soft, and it sticks together when I press the soil in my hand. Organisms observed, and remember, organisms are living things, were millipedes, worms, leafcutter ants, and snails. Now, soil B is from the Rainforest Restoration Project area. The color of the soil was light brown with small bits of gray. The texture was sandy and coarse and had large grains. And it separated easily when I pressed the soil into my hand. Organisms observed? None. What differences do you notice between the soil and the two ecosystems? To answer this question, write the answer in your Chapter 3, Lesson 1 activity packet in a notebook. You can talk about the answer with someone near you, or you can think about your answer in your head. Pause the video and answer this question now. Remember this document that Natural Resources Rescue sent us? Let's take a look at it again. Our project goal is the restoration of the project area, to restore this section of the Costa Rican rainforest ecosystem and improve its health. Your tasks are 1, to investigate why the Cecropia trees aren't growing and thriving in the soil. And let's focus on the part where it says the soil. 2 is to create a rainforest restoration plan, where you will write an argument about why the Cecropia trees are not growing and thriving in the soil based on evidence, and to suggest an action step to improve the health of the soil and the ecosystem. When I was reading that, I think I saw soil 3 times. So I'm thinking that soil is very important during this lesson. We found out that there is enough water and sun in the project area, and the air is also normal. Now we found that the soil in the project area is different from the soil in the healthy rainforest. By knowing more about the soil in the project area, we may get a better idea about why the trees are not growing and thriving. Our Chapter 3 question, and this is a question we are going to be focusing on from now until the end of this chapter, is why aren't the Cecropia trees growing and thriving in the soil? So remember, we're not trying to answer this question now. This is the question we want to be able to answer at the end of Chapter 3. Today, during Lesson 1, we are going to investigate this question. Why is the matter that makes up soil different in different places? We'll observe 2 soil samples. We couldn't take soil from Costa Rica, but we do have samples that are similar to the soil found in the healthy rainforest and in the project area. As ecologists, our job is to make very careful observations. You are going to be using this table to make your observations. You can find it in your activity packet. So let's go back and look at this image. What do you notice about soil A and soil B? Pause the video to make your observations. As ecologists, our job is to make very careful observations. We are going to focus on what the soil looks like and a little bit on what it smells like. I know you guys couldn't smell it, so I wrote down some observations for soil A and soil B on the chart to the left. So soil A is dark brown. It has organisms in it. It was soft and it smells earthy. Soil B was light brown, sandy, dusty, doesn't smell like much. So now I want you to answer question 5. How are the 2 soils similar and how are they different? To answer this question, you can write the answer in your Chapter 3, Lesson 1 activity packet in a notebook. You can talk about the answer with someone near you, or you can think about the answer in your head. Pause the video and answer question 5 now. Based on what we've observed, what ideas do you have about why the matter that makes up soil is different in different places? Take a moment and just think about this question. That concludes our Chapter 3, Lesson 1. I look forward to seeing you in Lesson 2.